Top 20 scary ghost videos caught on camera. Reaper's Cave. Just what led to this moment of despair? It appears as though they are being hunted by something.
No, it's literally nothing. There's nothing there. It's
Find out what led to this moment now. This video comes from the Reddit user FootageFinder57 and was posted to the subreddit Found Footage. The footage shows a group of people exploring a very narrow cave in an unknown location. The explorers start off very calm, but that quickly changes after traversing into the cave. Take a look.
Oh, I don't like this. Oh my gosh.
Dude.
At one point we see a hooded figure dressed in all white within the dark depths of the cave, which seems to go unnoticed by the explorers, and shortly after they hear some very creepy noises.
So scary.
Brian, don't go so fast. Are you there?
I'm just trying to keep up with you.
We have to go back.
Oh, come on, let's keep going. Wait, you hear it? Hear what?
Did you not hear that, Ryan? Where's it coming from? This is not funny. Oh my god, do you see? What is that?
Oh my gosh.
Ryan, we have to go back.
Is this the right way?
I don't know.
Guys, I don't know where we are anymore. Okay, let's keep moving forward.
What's this? Massery Navy. Oh.
Guys, come up here. Guys, I think I found a way out.
Oh my god, no, it's literally nothing. There's nothing there. It's
You can do something.
What strange creature could have been residing within the cave? The figure they captured looked very ominous, like some kind of reaper. Many viewers believe this is a genuine cave exploration that didn't end very well, while others think this is part of some kind of ARG, but I'll let you be the judge. Before we continue, today's video is sponsored by Aura. Now, you may not be able to protect yourself from the paranormal, but you can protect your personal and private information when online by using Aura. Did you know that your personal information is most likely accessible online because of data brokers who profit by selling your information to robocallers, telemarketers, spammers, and anyone else who wants to learn more about your information? Even your internet service provider can always see what you are doing online and will collect data from your browser history regardless if you are in incognito mode or not, and will sell it to other companies for marketing purposes. And that's where Aura comes in. Aura will identify data brokers that are exposing your information and automatically submit opt-out requests on your behalf. They will even opt you out of junk mail and telemarketing lists. And with Aura, logging onto a public Wi-Fi couldn't be safer, as they have military-grade encryption which will prevent any third party from intercepting your data. So Aura is definitely something you want to use to protect your personal information. Use my link aura.com/despair in the description or scan the QR code on screen to get started with a 2-week free trial, and you'll soon see how many data brokers have now been prevented from sharing your information. Aura also monitors your emails and passwords to see if they were involved in a data breach and exposed on the dark web, and gives you recommendations on what to do. Aura's app also features a VPN, password manager, real-time credit and identity theft monitoring, internet parental controls, and protects your devices from malware. You'll even receive alerts on any suspicious bank transactions. Aura has almost every internet safety tool you'll ever need, all inside one app. So let Aura do the hard work of keeping you safe online. If you sign up right now with my link, Aura will give you a 2-week free trial. You'll be shocked at how much of your private information Aura finds exposed over those 2 weeks. So go to aura.com/despair using the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen to start your free trial. In my house. The next video comes from the TikTok user Caitlin, and on one night when Caitlin was home alone, she began to hear strange noises coming from downstairs inside her house, and that's when she decided to record and managed to capture this.
Oh my god.
After hearing a strange noise and proceeding to go check it out, a sudden thump can be heard, which instantly scares Caitlin straight back to her room, and she shuts the door. But what happens next is even more terrifying.
Oh my god.
What sounds like someone walking up the stairs and attempting to unlock the door can be heard, until just moments after when all the doors open on their own simultaneously. So is this a real ghost caught on camera? Let me know. 5 AM torment. The next video comes from the TikTok user Oscar. The video in question took place at 5 a.m. just after a party had ended, when two people were still listening to music outside their house, and they suddenly started to hear some tormented screams. It took a little while for the two guys to realize what was going on over the music, but after he stops the music, what sounds like the tormented screams of a woman crying out for help can be heard, clear as day, getting louder and closer by the second. And in the back we can even see someone rushing across the street as the cries for help get louder, so it was most likely coming from them. The uploader stated that just moments after this occurred, he called the cops, and while he was on the phone, a car drove past and slowed down, and he said the driver was looking out of the window as if he was looking for someone. So maybe this was a woman who escaped a kidnapping or something along the line, but just what exactly must have happened to cause someone to scream in such a way? Let me know your thoughts down below, and what you would have done had this been you hearing such a thing. The Intruder. The first video comes from the TikTok page All Day Every Day. The uploader's wife had been hearing noises around the house late at night, on the inside and outside, and her husband didn't really believe her at first until one night he woke up to some creepy noises inside his house and decided to check it out. Watch closely.
What is that noise?
The door to the attic can be seen banging on its own, but when he goes up to check inside, he finds nobody there. On another night they are disturbed once again when they hear banging and other noises coming from one of the sheds outside. So he gets his phone out and decides to record. What he captured is enough to give anyone the chills.
Something is banging around and making noise in one of our sheds. I'm not really sure what to expect. I'm gonna go check it out.
What looks like a creepy figure can be seen inside the shed, quickly running out through the back, and then again escaping outside. A few days later comes another night, and his wife hears something around 2 a.m. outside, and upon going to investigate, he captures true terror.
2 a.m. The wife just woke up, said she thought someone was playing in our back shed. I hope not, because it's almost fallen apart. It wouldn't be very safe, but I'm gonna come out here and have a look around, see if any of the neighborhood kids are messing around or anything. Let me get quiet here for a second.
What looks like a person can be seen just hiding at the top of the barn. However, we can't see any light reflecting off the face, and it appears to be just all black. Although we can see some of the fabric from the clothes, one glance was enough to make the recorder run straight back home without hesitation. So, could this be a real intruder trespassing on someone's property? Or is it just a simple ruse? You judge. Lurking nearby. Popular urban explorer Chris from the YouTube channel Urbex Hill has recently ventured to an abandoned school to explore all by himself. Now at first not much happens, but after a while he starts to get the feeling that he is constantly being watched. And eventually things get creepier and creepier after he captures this.
Do you hear that? Oh shit. Somebody's here.
It appears that someone else is also wandering the building in the dark, and after noticing, Chris quickly hides in a corner and turns off his light. If that wasn't chilling enough, he then decides to continue down a different route to avoid this supposed person, and that's when he then has a face-to-face encounter with something. Take a look.
Hello? What the fuck? Oh, it's a fucking toy. Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. Holy shit, that scared the hell out of me. Excuse my language. Heart is racing. I thought it was a person standing there. It's a toy. Look at this. That's fucked up. Why would somebody leave that in here? Make sure nobody's actually in here. Get that thing, man. That is creepy.
A terrifying looking mannequin toy was just left waiting in the bathroom, and it seems to fall over the moment Chris gets startled by it. It may not seem like much, but that brief moment where you lay eyes on it after turning a corner can make your heart skip a beat, wondering if something or someone is going to charge straight into you. Shortly after, Chris heads into one of the offices and notices something utterly terrifying watching him.
It's the main lobby. Main office. Safe is still here. I wonder what's in it. Oh shit. Shit. Fuck. Where the fuck did he go? What the fuck? He was standing right here. He's probably in this room. Get my gun. Hello? What the fuck? Where did he go? Shit. Fuck, his foot stuck. Where the fuck did he go? He's gotta be in there. What the fuck? There's nothing but cows in here.
A sudden sound can be heard, and then when he looks up to check, we see what looked like a black figure quickly moving out of view and disappearing. But when he goes to check, we can see that it's a dead end and there is nowhere to run or hide. Yet upon checking, he finds nothing there, leaving him creeped out and baffled at the same time. So he then decides it's time to leave before things get too out of hand. And just as he reaches the staircase to the exit, he hears something disturbing once again.
Oh, here it is. This place is crazy. I remember the last time I explored it. Oh shit. Hello? Hello? What the fuck? Okay, I know I heard somebody coming down these stairs. I'm out.
The sounds of footsteps coming down the stairs can be heard approaching Chris, but as he calls out, the sound completely stops, and when he goes upstairs to have a look, there's nobody there. Just what do you think is going on? Is this place really haunted? Or is there a real intruder lurking around and hiding? Let me know down below. A police call. This video was suggested by Vitalik Amon. Amidst the darkness of the night, a phone call was made requesting for the police to be dispatched to a certain location somewhere in Poland. It turns out they were called to a small hut, which is linked to a criminal case from the 1980s, where a cannibal family who owned this same place were eating people and keeping human flesh inside jars. The owner of the place turned out to be Joseph Pluta, a Polish serial killer and mass murderer who went on a 2-month killing spree and was later captured and sentenced to 12 years in a mental institution, only to escape and continue his killing spree before finally getting cornered and taking his own life. Now, somewhere in between all the chaos, Joseph sold this hut to Kamilka's family, to which 21-year-old Kamilka now owns. On December 29th of 2022, Kamilka suffered a minor head injury while playing volleyball, and surprisingly, the next day she decided to use the Ouija board with her friends, and it didn't end very well. Not too long afterwards, she barricaded herself inside the hut and began growling late at night. Fearing that she had become possessed, the police were called to the location, and what they saw left them terrified.
Tu jesteś dzikuska. Chodź, misiu. Nie bardzo jak świnia, kurwa. Chodź. Chodź tu, kurwo. Chodź tu. Chodź tu, Kamilka. Kamilka, tu przecież cię widzę. No nie czołgaj się. Kamilka. Kamilka. Kamilciu. Chodź na dół, twoje dziecko cię woła. Chodź, Kamilcia, dziecko cię woła. Kamilka. Wiktoria cię woła. Wiktoria cię woła. Wiki cię woła. Kamilka!
A woman growling in a dark room can be seen through the window. Unfortunately, the police officers have no choice but to enter the building.
Jezu, jak to ona tak warczy?
Ona!
Ja pierdzielę.
Egzorcyzmy, kurwa, tak?
No, totalnie.
Pierdolę, ja dostaję tylko 5000 zł, kurwa, pensji. Idź pan do...
Uważaj. A wy ją widzicie w ogóle?
No nie, nie.
Understandably, the police officers were frightened and had a hard time getting within close proximity of the woman, as she let out demonic growls and threw objects across the room, which would be enough to make most people run away without a second thought. And these officers wanted to do the same, thinking they don't get paid enough for this. But after a while, another officer shows up using the name of her daughter to try and lure out the possessed woman.
Kamila, chodź Witoria przyjechała.
Dobra, weź, wstawaj.
Kamilka. Kamila.
Ale one byśmy się zrobili pozycjami, to może być, mógłbyśmy sami robić.
Odsuń się i uważaj, bo łeb, kurwa,
Drut ma jakiś...
The rest of the footage was undisclosed, but after a long struggle, the officers managed to enter the room and overpower the woman and restrain her, where she was then escorted by emergency services to a hospital and later to a psychiatric hospital. However, after conducting tests on her and her blood, no traces of alcohol or any other sort of drugs were found, and Kamilka later woke up with no memory of the incident. But she was now completely fine, with no mental diagnosis at all. This is what was revealed of the event. However, whether this is the truth or not, we may never know. It is possible that after hitting her head, she somehow became vulnerable to a demonic possession after conducting a Ouija board session, and the police didn't show the full footage of the woman being restrained. So just what is really going on here? Is this real evidence of a possession, or something else entirely? Let me know. Random location. YouTuber Hunting the Unknown decided to try out the popular Randonautica app, which generates a random set of coordinates for you to explore. He decides to explore the designated coordinates all by himself, which ended up leading him into the woods, and for a while he wanders the area calmly, until he hears something creepy.
What? Swear I just want to scream.
He hears what sounds like someone screaming off in the distance, and after continuing to explore the woods, he hears something once again.
Spooky place. I'm pretty sure I screamed in the car, knock on the door. What the f?
He attempts to locate what could be causing the screaming sounds and starts scouting the area with his flashlight, and that's when he captures something unnerving.
What is up? What the is that? What the Oh, what the what the
What appears to be a black-eyed child can be seen lurking behind a tree branch, just watching the man as he searches the location, making him bolt out of there without a second thought. The black-eyed children are supposedly paranormal creatures that resemble normal children between the age of 6 to 16, but instead they have pale skin and black eyes, and usually appear within the depths of the night. Perhaps it was attempting to follow him back home, but I'll let you be the judge. If you have any video recommendations, you can send them over to depthsofdespairbusiness@gmail.com. The Rails. Coming from the YouTube page Unknown Rail Fan, this user was driving somewhere in Minnesota when he just so happened to stumble upon something very bizarre.
Oh boy. What, Well, that ain't good. Don't know who's running that, but... I mean, yeah, okay.
An empty train car is seen fully operating and driving on its own, with nobody on board. Baffled at what he just witnessed, he ends up continuing his drive, but after sharing his footage on social media, somebody couldn't help but point out what he missed. Take a look.
Who's running that, but... I mean, yeah, okay.
Please tell me I'm not the only one who saw that. This thing. Right here. What the f*** is that?
A creepy pale figure can be seen on all fours with its head sticking out through the gap at the very back of the train. This left many viewers completely frightened as they wondered just what this thing could possibly be. Let me know your thoughts and theories down below. Uninvited guest. I recently featured the YouTube channel Zark's Scary Haunting, where Zark and his family have been suffering from paranormal torment from an entity his son refers to as Jerry. This has been ongoing for quite some time, and the family is fed up of it. In the middle of the night while Zark was sleeping, something was ringing the front doorbell one night, and when he got up to check it out, he captured something undeniably chilling. Watch closely.
It's not the security. Just be with Munna, okay?
Okay.
It's 140.
Who is it? Who is it?
After answering the door, it appears there is nobody there, but we hear what sounds like footsteps enter the house, and as Zark goes back to sleep, his home security camera captures this. Afterwards, he hears some more noises and has a constant feeling that he is not alone, and you can clearly see exactly why.
Baby, are you awake? Baby. Shit. Oh shit. Please stay outside, please. She just scared me.
A few nights later, just after 3 a.m., the house phone repeatedly goes off on its own, ringing and ringing. So he goes to check it out, and it doesn't end very well. He disconnects the house phone, but just mere seconds after he hears footsteps running, and then the house phone suddenly rings once again, sending shivers down his spine and causing him to run straight back to bed. On another night, the horrors become too much, and he experiences true terror. Something unseen charges straight into him, and he lets out a breath in an attempt to scream. But whatever force was in the room with him somehow suppressed his scream and stopped his ability to make noise. Startled from the incident, he fell backwards. This was the last straw for Zark, as being unable to scream while up and moving left him in the depths of despair, and he is now counting down his time before moving houses. And I don't blame him, because having sleep paralysis and being unable to mutter a word is frightening enough, but this is just next level despair. Surprise. This next video comes from the TikTok page Mundo da Curiosidad. In the footage, a man who lives on his own can be seen returning home after spending some time away, but he heard some very strange and creepy noises just as he approached his house. So he decided to get his phone out and begin to record. What he saw left him afraid to enter his own home. He decided to go and visit a friend for a while, and after returning home for the night, he started hearing more creepy noises, so he decided to record himself sleeping. A shadow silhouette manifests right behind him as he sleeps, and then what looks like two partially glowing eyes begin to manifest, but then it quickly vanishes as he wakes up. Not much information is provided afterwards, but is this a real ghost caught on camera, or just a simple ruse? As always, the final judgment is yours to make. The noises. The first video comes from the TikTok page Carlin Azamor, who has been hearing strange noises almost every night for a while now, and often she finds herself waking up at almost the exact time, around 3 AM, only to be greeted by some more creepy sounds. However, on one night she is woken up at around 4 AM to the sound of her dog continuously barking in an unusual manner, as if it were afraid of something. So she decides to record as she goes to investigate the sounds. Needless to say, the footage speaks for itself. Take a look.
Eran las 4 de la mañana y mi perrita no paraba de ladrar cuando salí. Capté esto.
What looks like a dark figure can be seen lurking outside, just standing there, along with some dark clothes hanging beside it. We can tell that the dog sounds distressed by the presence of this figure on the premises. But things don't end there. A few days later, she is disturbed late at night once again, this time by noises coming from downstairs while she is alone. What she captures is utterly terrifying.
Hola gente, otra vez el ruido ese. Poco estoy haciéndome compañía hoy, pero ya estoy sola. Tú deberías escuchar un ruido de abajo. Y la verdad que no sé. Ay, la concha, el olor a algo ahí. Sora. Sora, subí. Ay, no, Dios santo. Nera.
A pair of hands with long fingers emerge from the gaps underneath the stairs, but just as she rushes straight down after it in an attempt to capture the source, she finds nothing there. Understandably freaked out and fed up with these occurrences, she spends the night with the comfort of her dogs beside her to help put her at ease. But unfortunately, things won't be that easy, and that won't be the end of the creepy activity. After many nights of waking up at 3 a.m, she would try to record and see what she captures, but each night she captured nothing. That is until around the 10th night, which may just have been the most horrifying night of her life.
Facundo, levántate, por favor. Levántate.
A creepy figure straight from a nightmare opens the door to her room. Unlike what you would expect, this entity looks as though it has very dark skin, with no facial features and long dark hair. I tried enhancing the brightness, but you just can't make out any details. But in the end, whether this is a real ghost caught on camera or not, you judge. If you have any video recommendations, you can send them over to depthsofdespairbusiness@gmail.com. Abandoned but not empty. The next video comes from the YouTube channel Ben Boer. Ben, along with his friend Zach, came across an abandoned factory one day, which had been rumored to contain an evil presence after a tragic incident occurred within the facility, where many innocent factory workers lost their lives. The two brave friends decided to head inside and explore the place, but as they head into the basement, they capture something chilling.
Oh fuck. Glass. I think we've pretty much explored everything. There's got to be more rooms. What was that? Someone just said something. Zach. Is that upstairs? Bro, this place is full of fuck noises and legit rat fucking shit. Oh my god! Oh my god! God! Keep on going! Go, Zach, go!
A terrifying scream can be heard echoing throughout the factory, alerting the two that they may not be alone, which sends them running straight out of the building. You would think that would be enough to keep them away. However, a few weeks later they return, and are ready to head back inside once again. This time, they even bring a Ouija board with them and head deeper inside the building. But as soon as they initiate a Ouija board session, they experience true terror. Watch closely.
Let's go. Oh, this is what we call the staircase to hell.
Feel that heat as you walk up.
Oh yeah. I reckon do the Ouija board in this room. Yeah, this looks fucked. Knocking. It's like boom, boom. That was knocking.
Was it?
Bro. Are there any spirits here with us tonight? Move to yes. There it is again. There it is again. What the fuck was that? Bro, that was down here. Shh, shh. I can hear it, I can. Hello? Hello? Oh my god! Oh my god! Zach! Zach! Zach, go! Go! Go, 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 go! Zach! Ah! Ah! Zach! Zach, go, go, go! Zach! 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 Where are you, Zach? Zach! Zach! Go, 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 go! Run, run! Oh my god, oh my god!
As they are just getting started with the Ouija board, footsteps on the staircase interrupts their session, and as Ben goes to check it out, something unseen charges straight up the stairs, causing Ben to scream for his life and run out of the building without a second thought. But I do have a feeling they will be returning here once more, perhaps to even sleep the night. Let me know what you think. Evil presence. This next video comes from a man named Ricardo, who lives in a very haunted house. His grandparents moved in to live here around 1954, and to date they are part of a family of 12 siblings, to which Ricardo has been living here for the last 9 years, and the house is located in Zacatecas, a city in central Mexico. For Ricardo, the creepy activity all started with some very unsettling footage he sent one night to his girlfriend. Take a look.
Pues ya me acomodé y todo, ya me quiero dormir, ya tengo sueño. Pero tienen la luz del pasillo prendida y mi mamá está escuchando un video, güey. Pero tienen la luz del pasillo prendida y mi mamá está escuchando un video, güey.
As you can see, a creepy pale face can be seen watching Ricardo closely from behind a corner. Ricardo says that in the moment he didn't notice any presence or feel anything strange. It was only the next day he noticed when his girlfriend showed him the footage. The creepiest thing about it is that you can see there is a mirror positioned directly in front of where the entity is, yet you cannot see any reflection on it. Ricardo also stated that his mum was in the kitchen at the time watching a video with the passage light on, but there was no shadow cast on the floor at any point in time. He says something similar happened to me in that bedroom while I was watching TV, and through the window of the door I could see that something happened to the kitchen. I woke up thinking that it was my sister, but I was surprised to find nobody in the kitchen. It is kind of a normal occurrence in this household. The bathroom lights sometimes turn on when someone is taking a shower. Objects move around on their own, and strange sounds can often be heard around the house. I'm not sure if it's affecting me spending so much time at home because of the quarantine, but I now feel as though something is watching me all the time. Around 3:42 a.m, he hears noises coming from the roof of the house, as if something was running back and forth on the roof. With not much choice, Ricardo is forced to check it out along with a cross and his dog, who already appears to be feeling anxious. Through the window we can see a dark shadow figure quickly moving out of view, which seems to go unnoticed by Ricardo at the time. On another night he is working in the kitchen and it happens again. Later on, he is watching TV in his room and captures something disturbing. A creepy face with a glowing eye is staring directly at him through a gap in the wall. He then hears noises coming from a door downstairs. The latch on the door comes undone on its own. He then explains how this particular door has been locked for years and nobody is supposed to go inside, and that's when he captures this.
El peor es que este cuarto tiene años cerrado, casi nadie lo abre. pues ahí estoy solo. No, no mames. No les miento. Tengo mucho miedo. O sea, fuck. Es algo que pasa seguido, pero no sé.
Eventually, with some support from his viewers, he musters the courage to go inside the room. As the place is too cluttered to even move around, he decides to just take some photos of the room instead. Little did he know he would capture something utterly terrifying inside. A creepy figure with glowing eyes is hiding in the back of the room, just watching Ricardo once again. This looks like the same figure captured in the previous recordings, and it seems to be attached to Ricardo for some reason. Unfortunately, I do not know what happened after these events, but could this be a real ghost caught on camera, or just a simple ruse? Let me know. Deep within. The next sequence of videos comes from the TikTok user Elijah, where he seems to be documenting himself exploring the depths of a forest within the darkness of the night, trying to piece together what he believes is a mystery within the forest that he refers to as the thing in the forest, just as you would expect from one wandering the woods at night. Things are bound to get very eerie.
It's 12:45. Bell's going off crazy. All of those screams you're hearing are animals. I know they are animals. Okay. I'm going in. Where are the bells are going from that direction. Okay. I'm gonna find out what the source of the sound is. Finally. Yes. I have to go, but I got it on camera. I got stuff on camera. Okay, I'm going now.
He decides to venture deeper into the woods shrouded in darkness, and a bone-chilling sound can be heard.
Hello? Is anyone there? Hello? What are you doing? Hello? Okay. Oh fuck, okay. Okay, that's enough. I'm going home. I would have stayed in a lot longer, but those sounds were getting a little too close for comfort, so I, smart decision. So, gotta go write this down.
The next night he returns to face the terrors once again.
Hello? Oh, shit.
A strange bell can be heard ringing in the middle of the woods when there is no bell tower anywhere near the area. He finds a tunnel and decides to check out the entrance, but once again, something creepy can be heard coming from within.
I found the tunnel. I've rethought about walking inside of a tunnel that I found in the woods at nighttime. So instead, I'm just gonna throw something in there, like a stick. I don't know, maybe this stick right here. Okay, never mind, I'm not going in. Fun fact, that tunnel went for about 8 meters and then it just stopped. And I was walking home right now, reviewing the footage to see if I caught anything that I didn't quite see in the first time I caught the footage. Listen. Bells. There are no bell towers around me. Again, this happens all the time. I don't understand what it is. And at this point, I actually want to know. I'm desperate to find out what that is. Bell tower. No bell tower around here. There's literally nothing around here. What could that be?
He searched the area on Google Maps to locate any bell towers nearby, but found nothing. He believes the tunnel leads underground, and that the bells are also coming from underground, as well as this mysterious creature that is making very scary noises. Could the key to solving this mystery be underground, somewhere in the woods? He then heads further in and captures the same sound in the woods.
Listen, I can hear it. This has to be the clearest audio I've ever... Listen. Hello? Over here? This has to be the clearest audio I've gotten in my life.
Some viewers suggested that this is some kind of ARG, but Elijah has insisted that it is not. He simply just goes around the woods and starts recording things. Just what exactly is lurking in these woods, and why is there bells coming from further in the forest? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And this is still ongoing, so you can check it out over on the TikTok page, Elijah Matthews 101. Secret facility. The next video comes from the TikTok user Tim Saver, who we have also featured once before. Tim works as a security guard doing the night shifts on a private company facility over on an excavation site when things started to get creepy, and nobody else was willing to do the night shift rounds inside the facility except for Tim. On one night he was investigating a water leak that led to an abandoned unit where he captured something chilling. Watch closely.
I was investigating a water leak and had tracked the source to a damaged AC system in this abandoned unit. The entity manifests near the end of the video.
He spots a pair of feet behind one of the closed doors and quickly turns to grab the crowbar, but when he kicks the door open, there's nobody there. A few weeks later, and something terrifying makes itself known.
Oh, shit. Who's there?
He calls out, asking who's there, and a creepy voice responds, although we can't really make out what it says. A few nights later, he hears a noise that lures him towards it, and this is what he captures.
Please protect me, God. I guess we're doing this. Hello? Shit. What the fuck? Whoa. Hello? Who's there? Hello?
The mannequin falls over on its own, and what sounds like a woman crying can be heard off in the distance. He continues to follow the sounds, leading him to an even more chilling area.
Hello? Who's there? Oh my God. What the hell? Hey. Oh. Oh, shit. Oh. Hey. Who's there?
fuck?
Jesus. The mannequins start going crazy, but once again he finds nothing there that could be causing this. A little later that night, he would see true terror.
Hello?
You.
8 pair of hands can be seen hanging over with a dark grey face that looks deformed. As he inspects the area, nobody can be found. He says that the camera wasn't able to pick it up clearly, but he could see it clear as day with his eyes, which is why he didn't turn the flashlight on until after it moved away. Tim's contract at the facility was nearing its end, but on the last night, he managed to capture a better glimpse of this entity. A pale, creepy face can be seen in the same area the figure was previously sighted. It looks towards Tim, which quickly scares him away. Luckily for Tim, this was the last night shift of his contract, so he won't be doing any more night shifts at the place. But it may not be over if something follows him back home. Could this be a real haunted facility that has secrets within the excavation work that is going on? Or is it all just an intricate ruse? You judge. If you have any video recommendations, you can send them over to depthsofdespairbusiness@gmail.com. The Dollhouse. The next video comes from the TikTok user Daniel Thompson. Now Daniel and his mum have a hobby of collecting all sorts of valuable items, some of which are exclusives that can't be obtained anywhere else. Which sounds fun at first, but after seeing the place, it will definitely give you the creeps. Even Daniel himself can't shake this strange feeling he gets from this specific dollhouse. Take a look.
Okay, so the other thing that really creeps me out, that I do not like, but I will show you guys, is in my sister's old room, or I guess still room. Dollhouse. I don't know how to explain it. The only thing I can say that has happened with it is sometimes when I walk by, or like I go, the bathroom's back there, and I walk through and I hear like tapping coming from this room. It's like
Daniel believes this odd tapping noise is coming from somewhere within the dollhouse. As a result, he has set up a security camera to watch the dollhouse at all times to see if it captures any odd occurrences, and that's when it recorded this. As you can see, there is clearly some sort of tapping noises coming from this room, but just from this static camera footage alone, we aren't able to tell if it's coming from the dollhouse or not. However, one day when he is walking by the room, he hears something and begins to record.
Guys. Do you hear that? Those are the tapping noises I was talking about. Where is this coming from? It's like knocking at the door. Hello?
Something seems to be making knocking sounds around the dollhouse, and even knocking in threes on one of the small bathroom doors of the house. But nothing can be found that would explain this phenomenon to Daniel, just like other situations when you shouldn't open a knocking door when there is nobody there, especially when it's knocking in threes. It seems the same thing applies here, because after Daniel opens the tiny door in the dollhouse, the activity from here onwards would increase exponentially, and the following day, Daniel would see something completely unnerving. As you can see, some of the figurines inside the dollhouse have begun to move on their own. After seeing this, Daniel automatically assumed that the dollhouse must be cursed, and he should get rid of it. But that's just the beginning of the intensifying activity, and it seems that it's no longer just the dollhouse, because a few nights later, Daniel would be woken up around 2:30 AM to something that would leave him in the depths of despair. Just leading up to 3 AM and knocking in threes can now be heard coming from the front door of the house, but clearly there is nobody there. This left Daniel terrified, and he stated that when he turned around he was sure he saw the doll blink. After opening the door to knocking yet again, things would get even worse. Now everybody told Daniel to get rid of the dollhouse, but unfortunately his mum wouldn't allow it since it's an expensive set, so as a compromise he relocates it into the garage and once again sets up his security camera to see if the noise reoccurs within the dollhouse. And of course, a few days later this happened. As you can hear, the tapping noise has returned, but now sounds more like banging, and if you didn't notice, the doll seems to blink and move its eyes. Now if that wasn't terrifying enough, at this current point in time Daniel would be away at work, and almost simultaneously to this event, his mum would experience something horrifying while watching TV. The sound of footsteps suddenly approaching from the hallway startles Daniel's mum, and as she looks around for answers, she finds none. Some viewers suggested that the doll blinking was just a mere glitch or malfunction of mechanics, which in some cases is possible. However, Daniel shows that the doll doesn't use batteries and is totally empty inside, eliminating this theory. Now what do you think is going on here? Let me know your thoughts down below. Unexpected. The next video comes from the TikTok user Ali McDaniel, who one day was on his way back from a fishing trip, and while passing a nearby restroom, the unexpected happened.
Yo, what the What the? Bro. There's nobody in here. Yo!
As he pans around looking through all the stalls, you can see nobody there. Could this have been a real person standing on a stall in need of help? A ghost? Or just a simple ruse? Once again, the judgment is yours to make. Flat 7. This video comes from the TikTok user Flat7 Ghost, and if you didn't know, he lives on Flat 7, and he says that he has been dealing with paranormal activity inside his house for about 3 months now, although he is not sure what caused it, but it has been continuously occurring, so he finally decided to start recording these events. On one day, he is home alone when he hears something at the door and goes to check it out, What he captures is undeniably terrifying.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
When he answers the door, there is no one there, and almost immediately after, a bang is heard and the chairs have been moved on their own, almost as if he let an unseen entity into his house when he answered the rattling door. On another day he is working from home, when he hears the same creepy noises at his door.
See, it's still happening. Honestly, this is all the time. Whoa, Jesus. The cat scared the shit out of me. What the fuck? Rory, you were really scaring the shit out of me. I know Rory didn't do that. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck happened, Rory?
When he answers the door, there is nobody there once again, and the cat's tunnel toy that was just on the floor mere moments ago is now somehow on the couch, and a noise was heard from it. But it couldn't have been the cat Rory, since the toy is too big to be moved, and he is already resting on his cat scratcher. This has left him completely baffled as to what may be inside his house with him. But things don't end there. The next day his peace is disturbed once again, along with his privacy, as he has this chilling encounter while in the toilet.
Right, so I'm just in the toilet, and as you can hear, the door's rattling. So I feel quite trapped, but I'm gonna open it and see what happens. It would help if I actually unlocked the door, wouldn't it? Was that you? That couldn't have been you. Oh, fuck off.
The toilet door rattles on its own, but this time the cat is on the other side, although I doubt it was Rory because it sounded like the same rattling that we heard on the other door, and Rory was inside and present that time, and he also says that the cat is usually with him when it happens. Also, something charges straight at him down the corridor, and that's when he decides he's had enough. This haunting is ongoing, and I feel like it is only just getting started. so you can check out more over on the TikTok page Flat7 Ghost and let him know that you came from the depths. Trouble alone. TikTok user Leandro has been experiencing some creepy activity inside his house. He noticed that it only seems to be occurring when he is home alone, and it has since been happening for many weeks. Fearing that he may be losing his sanity, he decides to record and document his experiences to show just what happens inside his house. And one day, while home alone, he sets up his camera in the kitchen where the activity is most frequent, and this is what he captures.
Oxê, que diacho que é isso? Tá achando que eu tenho medo? Ah, tem medo não. Se eu demonstrar medo aqui, aí que ele vai querer se aparecer na frente. Oxê, que é isso? Oxê, abrindo um negócio ali. Se eu demonstrar medo aí que... Se eu demonstrar medo aí que o negócio fica... Mas eu mesmo assim não tem medo não. Tem medo não. Acho que eu vou lá pra casa de mamãe, né? Acho que eu vou lá, só pra ver como é que ela tá.
He attempts to not show any fear, trying not to empower whatever this unknown force is. But it's clear he has been dealing with this for quite a while, and we can see that he is still afraid and nervous, even though he may try to hide it. He then decides to leave a camera set up in the kitchen recording while he is away, but the activity still persists.
Você teria coragem de passar uma noite aqui nessa casa?
Mateus! Você tá mexendo aqui na cozinha aqui? Oxi. Não, as coisas... Nada, não aconteceu nada não.
What looks like a faded pale face can be seen next to the stove before quickly fading away. At that exact moment, the saucepan starts moving by itself, and the lid shoots up into the air. Now, ever since he began recording and documenting his experience, it seems to have gotten much stronger, and Leandro suspects that an entity is trapped inside his home. And after doing some research on the property, it turns out he may be right, as the woman who previously resided in this house was murdered, and the case was left unresolved. Perhaps she still has some lingering attachment to the place, but on another night while eating, his camera captures something chilling. Just as he re-enters the room, a pale face appears at the bottom of the doorway. On another night, he is woken up to some strange noises, so he decides to start recording to show what it's like around 3 a.m.
Como vocês podem ver, tudo escuro. A dona tá ali, suave na nave. E eu vou mostrar pra vocês como é que é às 3 horas da manhã aqui em casa. Não são exatamente 3 horas, né, gente? Mas é 3h33 agora, 34. Tá vendo, gente? Tá vendo?
Now, if you didn't see it, just when he goes to inspect the cupboard that opened by itself, we can see a white figure quickly rush across the corridor and disappear without a trace. And the next day later, while he's in the kitchen, he captures this.
Coisa entrou aqui, ó. Caralho, barulho no telhado. Tem ninguém. Embaixo da cama.
The curtains to his room seems to be moving by itself to one side, as if someone were opening it to enter the room. But when he goes to check, there's nobody there. The next few days he starts hearing banging coming from a particular room, a room that is practically empty inside. So he sets his camera down pointing at the room and waits for something to happen, which doesn't take long.
Eita caralho. Olha isso aqui. Eita porra. Tá maluco?
Really?
The door slams shut and opens by itself, but once again he finds nothing strange inside, except for a piece of furniture that has been moved and tipped over. A few weeks later, and he is home alone when he captures something disturbing.
Gente, vocês estão vendo tudo isso? Lá na cozinha? Ó. Bateu a porta do banheiro. Eu tô sozinho em casa, minha mãe saiu.
Oi?
Não tem ninguém aqui.
The sound of kitchen cutlery can be heard, along with someone slamming the bathroom door and flushing the toilet. But nobody else seems to be inside the bathroom, or the whole house for that matter. So just what do you think is going on here? Most viewers seem to think there is an entity attached to that doll he has in the kitchen. But like always, I'll let you judge. If you have any video recommendations, you can send them over to depthsofdespairbusiness@gmail.com. Deceased. This next video comes from the TikTok user xalien97. xalien97 is a security guard who works at this construction site, and on one night, one of the construction workers was working the night shift over at this graveyard site when something terribly creepy happened. Ever since Xalien decided to show the footage to the construction workers over at the site, they have since been afraid to continue working there. This is what happened.
So I work security at this construction site, right? We got all the trucks. We got these real things right here. There you go. One of these. These things are heavy. Fucking, like you gotta really fucking push it to move it. Just a little backstory. It was a construction worker that he needed help pushing one of these. He says a guy came up to him, another worker, and he says, "I got you. Just guide me and I'll push it for you." So I said, "Okay, cool." So he was guiding him. He kept telling him, "Back it up, back it up, back it up," and he was pushing it. When they were done, he went around the reel to tell him thank you, and he says that he was gone.
The man helping to push the object suddenly disappeared as it stopped moving, and when the construction winter Jose went around to thank him for the assistance, the man was already gone, as if he were never there to begin with. But as you can see based off the CCTV footage, it's indeed true that there was never a man there to begin with, unless perhaps one of the deceased spirits of a previous worker buried in this same graveyard came to aid Jose. This same construction worker eventually discovered a memorial photo of past employees who used to work for the company but are now deceased, and on that same photo he saw the exact man who helped him push the object, and it turns out he has been deceased since 2015. So, did this worker Jose see the spirit of a former construction worker on that night? Let me know down in the comments below. That's all for today guys, but if you like this video, subscribe and hit that bell icon so that you never miss an upload. And with that being said, you can follow the original Depths of Despair on Instagram, TikTok and Twitter. See you next time guys.